what's right.
Following something that someone wants you to do.
Marriage vows.
Just, I guess, listening to orders or listening to whatever, yeah.
Obeying your parents.
To be in line with somebody, to have a plan and follow through with somebody, I suppose.
Dogs.
Dog training.
Dog.
Dogs.
Dogs.
I'd say obedience is more like submitting, but willingly submitting as much, you know.
Following a set of moral standards and ethics that I want to live my life by, that I think is in accordance with Scripture.
God.
I'm gonna beat you down.
Huntsville.
I guess a kid getting punished for doing something bad.
Either breaking the law or something like towards your elders, like your father or something. And he tells you, make sure you do this on this time, and you don't do it, and you just blatantly blow it off. I think that's disobedient.
Breaking the law.
To be unruly, to not have respect for something, to just go on your own way.
I guess not following someone's orders.
I'd say it's probably doing something against what would be for the good of maybe yourself or for other people.
Disobedience is more like a lack of responsibility, lack of ownership to your own tasks.
Maybe breaking the rules, being wayward, not quite living within the lines that you should.
Children.
Hell.
Myself. I disobey a lot of things.
My mother. If anyone meets my mother, should find it very, very hard.
My dad.
George Bush.
I think for me, it's just blatant, like, this is what you need to do, this is what you have to do without questioning it, So, like, a lot of times, certain things in the government, certain things like that.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have problems with authority too, yeah.
The law. The law.
No, I think of a lot of people who I don't think is right, but I have to agree with them.
I guess just generally parents. It's not really that hard though. I think broader would be, sometimes it's hard to follow God.
Someone that's way on the Christian right.
I think it's sometimes hard to obey maybe society's expectations for you. And sometimes when you do things that aren't kind of within maybe what society's stereotype is for you personally, it shocks everybody. And, it may not be bad to be disobedient in that case.
Means you're selfish and just doing your own thing.
I don't know, because if you don't believe in God, I believe in a higher power, but being disobedient to God, I don't know. You probably picked the wrong people for that.
Not being true to yourself and not being a kind person, because those are the things, like, I think a Christian, because I don't consider myself like Christian in that way, but I do walk in that way of being kind to people, being the way you want to be treated, and just not letting the world make you mean or a bad person.
If he's telling you to do something, you completely turn your back and do something different.
By not doing what he says, when you hear that small voice and he's talking to you, and you turn and do go your own way and do your own thing rather than what you're supposed to be doing. Means to listen to a higher being if you can choose, or means to follow it and pretty much, I guess, to follow it unyieldingly, kind of, yeah.
Just follow his word as you interpret it.
I think that's going to be different on every individual scale, but for me, that just means, waking up every day and trying to make the most out of my life and trying to put it up to His name.
Just living by His word and
having morals
and understanding it.
I don't really have much experience with that, so to me, in my life, being obedient to God meant just doing what people were telling me to do and not really seeking that on my own. So, yeah.
To be obedient to God, to me, involves personal sacrifice, putting aside some of your own selfish wants and desires in order to work for a higher power. And it's a hard thing to do sometimes.
Like every day, just to live faithfully, to follow, you know. I don't do it as much as I should, but yeah, just to be obedient, to follow, to know His word, to grow a relationship with Him, basically.